Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm your host of Tell Me Wine TV, where we try to answer your questions about wine right here on the internet. And today's question was sent in from Mr. D from the Upper West Side, who asks, what are the best and or most important wine events to attend in the United States? And Mr. D, where you are, there are many. There are many, and you simply need to Google them. But and they happen all over the country in great wine cities like New York and Chicago and San Francisco and L.A. and Hawaii. But you know the great wine events are hosted all around around the country and around the world. Most of them are you obviously pay to get in, and some of them will have different themes. But two come to mind. One you can get into, and the other is a little more difficult. And I guess these are, I don't know if these are plugs, but one is the Wine Spectator. Wine Spectator has something called the Grand Tasting, which features 200 plus wine producers and their wines that have been rated in Wine Spectator at, I believe, 90 points or above. And they basically, you walk into this hotel place, and this year's, I think we're in New York, Las Vegas, and Washington, D.C. And you can taste as many wines as you can consume. You know, so it's an extraordinary event, and it's not that expensive. I think the tickets are around $200, and that gives you access to all of the wines, in addition, these grand tasting events expand to have classes, how to taste wine, and lectures, and things of that nature. So people who've gone to it really like it. I'll say that. People who've gone to this event and really like it. So the Wine Spectator Grand Tasting, it's really a modest investment to be able to try such an extraordinary array of wines. I mean, you may not be drinking older vintages, but you'll be trying often with the winemaker some really, really special wines, and it's probably a lot of fun. I've never been to it, but I've gone to a number of trade tastings, which are free and are almost as good. So if you can go to your local, you can just Google trade tastings. I shouldn't say this either, but and just print up a fake business card and go in, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you can drink all you want. It's just one at a major producer, importer. It was at a big hotel, and I walked in. I said, I'm not registered, and I'm probably gonna get in a lot of trouble with these people, but yeah, that takes a little balls. So go for the pay route. But the other one, which is an extraordinary event, so I'm told, is the La Paulie event, which was it's almost 100-year-old tradition that takes place in Burgundy every I think post-harvest, and it's a celebration of the harvest itself. So the Burgundy harvest, both white and red. And my notes say here it was started in 1923, and La Paulie de Montrachet is part of the Les Trois Glorieuses, the three glorious days that take place around the end of the harvest. And basically, it's a lot of drinking really good wine. And all of the winemakers bring out their best bottles, and they've recreated it here in the United States, La Paulie. We'll put the website down there. It's more like $1,000 to attend this event. And the thing about it was started by Daniel Jonas, who I think became fairly famous for doing the wine program at Montrachet, which was one of the first restaurants in New York to really focus big attention on wine. And so he went on to do his own importing, etc. But he started La Paulie here in New York, and it's about a $1,200 event, and all focused on Burgundy, and all focused on Burgundy. and there's one particular part of it. So again, if you can get into it, great. And if you like Burgundy, that's probably pretty important. But basically, you bring your own bottle. You bring your own bottle. And it's a big pissing contest. So who brings the biggest, most important bottle of the night? And it becomes a big, you know, event of people trying to impress each other. I'm told it's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. So for the regular guy, you know, go for the Wine Spectator event. If you're a little more well-heeled, try to get into La Poli. I think tickets are extraordinarily limited, you know, whereas the Wine Spectator event could probably accommodate thousands of people. The La Poli event probably, you know, a couple hundred at best, and make your way through it. But there are no shortage of wine events that take place in the United States, but those are two special ones, I think. So look for them, and thank you for sending in your question. We're going to taste something on the next episode. And keep sending your questions into Tell Me Wine TV.